Chuck's Guitar Geekery. Today I'm checking out the AC Tone pedal. Now this is one of those ones that's had a whole bunch of different name brands on it, but if you see AC Tone and it looks like this form factor, it's probably going to sound about the same. So what it is, it's a box in a box.
Box in a box.
Yeah, it's a knockoff of the Tech 21 character series, I believe. And there's a whole bunch of different ones. There's a California one, there's a US one, there's a more plexi British one, but I don't know, a Vox emulation has always been kind of tricky and most things don't nail it. So let's see how this does. The way I have it set up is, yes, I think there is some form of cabinet speaker emulation in it, and you can, in theory, go direct with just this pedal. That doesn't sound that good to me. So I have it going into an impulse response, and that's what you're hearing. I'll demonstrate it without the impulse response as if you were to use this just on its own going straight to the board, but I'll also test it out using it as a distortion pedal going into a Fender style clean. So like and subscribe, I'll have affiliate links, and yeah, let's go. Using the telly here. So a good crunch there. Let's see how clean it gets. Sorry, that's clipping a little bit there. When you have it clean like that, it really is more dynamic and more prone to clipping. So yes, it does get clean. That's kind of bland sounding to me. Let's... So to me, that sounds like a Vox AC15 when you get the volume up around 4 or 5. You can dig in, you get a little more grit there, so it is kind of responsive to your picking. Let's see how it does with this non-decline overdrive. How this might make its way to my board and replace the preamp I use, but I would pretty much use it, you know, at about this tone. Go with dirt pedals from there, but let's see how much gain is on tap. Pretty noisy. would never do that with a Vox. Let's see what this voice knob does. In the owner's manual, it says it changes the speaker simulation voicing. I don't think so, but all the way down it's pretty thin sounding. All the way up adds gain and more upper mids. It's pretty responsive to your guitar's controls. That's pretty cool. And that's about as much gain as you would get from an AC-15. So let's test. I'm going to turn the speaker sim off and let's pretend we're using this to go direct to a board. Let's see what that sounds like. That's just harsh to me. Let's bring the speaker sim back in. Get the EQ about where it was. The impulse responses and the more radar just make everything sound better. So that's this part of the test. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it as a distortion pedal into more of a Fender style clean. So let me get that set up. Okay, so now I have a very clean Fender style tone, nothing exciting. So let's see how it acts as a distortion pedal. Not bad. Let's turn this voice knob up. So I think it works pretty well as a distortion pedal. You just kind of got to fiddle with the EQ knob. It's pretty bright as a distortion pedal. But as its own preamp, I think that's where it shines the best. That's where it sounds the most like a Vox. So if you have something like an old solid state PV here that you just kind of want a different flavor for a preamp, and you want to use it as like a pedal platform pretty much, you want more Voxy sound out of something like that, or even the Katana, because I don't really think there's a Vox type of model in the Katana, and that has a way you can just plug into the power amp and use a different preamp, so that's an option. But as on its own direct, not so much. And funny story behind this pedal, I honestly bought it about 1.5 years ago, and I was excited, I wanted to try it, but then I couldn't find it. I buried it underneath some other pedals that I haven't touched in a while, and I didn't realize I put it there. And around the time I got it, I had sold a whole bunch of pedals I had done videos on over the previous years, and when I couldn't find this, I honestly thought I accidentally included it in the box that went with those, so I was bummed out, but I found it yesterday and here we are. So the Plexi version of this I don't have anymore to compare it to, but yeah, I think if you want like a preamp in a box type pedal, this does it, especially when you pair it with an impulse response of a Vox amp. I think it gets you there. It's touch responsive, it's dynamic. This may become the central part of my rig. We'll see. Anyways, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and have affiliate links if you want to grab one for yourself down below. Help support this channel. Until next time, see you later.